Hey there. Happy day to you. Gonna go over how to solve a multi-step equation with variables on both sides. That is my plan. Okay? So, I am gonna go over this with you. You gotta keep track of this, okay? You do. Because this will basically take care of most every linear equation that you solve in algebra. Okay. So I'm going to kind of play with PowerPoint as I go through this, but I need you to have this jotted down. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of go through the process with you. Okay. And this represents the steps in the process. Okie dokie. Good. I am going to, drag some of these letters over. Okay, you've seen these. This side here will refer to the left side of the equation. All right, that's why it says left side. Pretty tricky, right? And then over here, this represents, guess what? The steps to do on the right side of the equation. That's pretty crazy, huh? Golly. All right, ladies and gents. You can hold on to these notes, you can use them in algebra. That's completely, totally up to you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to make this quick and to the point. You know most of these steps. You really do. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with this desk. And Baby Yoda back there keeps screaming, hey, Baby Yoda. Gosh, it's like he's raised in a barn or something. Yeah, you gonna eat some like frog eggs or something? Jeez, gosh. All right, here we go. So here's the process, folks. You've got, obviously you got an equation here. You got a left side, and that's the process, and then a right side. I don't care what side you start on. That is totally up to you. Okay, but me, I'm left-handed, so I usually start with the left side. That's usually what I do. I don't care what you do. As long as maybe you're accurate and, don't put things in your nose. But, other than that, you decide how you want to do it. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check the left side. This is supposed to work. First thing I'm going to do, and you guys have done this many, 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 many times. First thing I'm going to check the left side for is there an example of the distributive property? That's what I'm going to check on the left side for. And guess what, ladies and gents? There is. So guess what? I'm going to do that first. 3 times 4D is 12D, plus 3 times 1 is 3. Now, I'm going to be disciplined, like Mr. Miyagi-Do, and I'm going to copy everything else down, okay? Now, what do? Well, guess what? You distributed on the left. Now, I'm going to, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to check that exact same side. Uh-oh, I'm running out of space. And I'm going to check to see if I can have any like terms to combine. That's the next thing I'm going to check. Okay, I'll make my box a little bit bigger. Okay, so are there any, on the left side, are there any like terms that I can collect? Oh, yeah, you bet your boots. Right there, 12D and negative 9D on the left side. So that's what I'm going to do. No, not 90, 9D as in dog. All right, here we go. So I'm going to combine my like terms. 12D and negative 9D is 3D. Like Toy Story 3D. All right. So that's what I did, folks. All I've done so far. I did 2 steps, okay? I did 2 things. Now, guess what? I am now going to take a look over at the right side of the equation, right here. And guess what? It's really not rocket science. It really is not. This is not like the stuff of Elon Musk. It is not that horribly complicated. So what we're going to do is, guess what? We're going to check the right side now. Is there any example of distributing? And sometimes it's in there twice, 3 times, sometimes you won't have any distributing. That's why I'm putting the question mark. It's like distribute. If so, do it. If not, move on to the next step. And obviously there's distributing, and we can tell because there's parentheses with a number right outside. So I'm going to change it to match the right side over there. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12 minus, or you can do a rewrite, I don't care, 6 times D. 6 times D is 6D as in dog. Yeah. All right. Okay, folks, I think you're seeing a pattern. Guess what I'm going to look for next? Oh, yep, you're right. I am now going to look, and this is important to keep these sides separate until the next move. What are you talking about, Mr. Waitley? Just watch. Now, I'm going to check on the right side. Is there any example of an area or any terms that we, why is this line crooked? Are there any terms that we can combine to call them like terms? Oh, beans, why is that line crooked? Anyway, you get, no, that's crooked. Oh, well. Are there any terms over here that we can combine? Over here? No, there aren't any. That's why I have this question mark. Sometimes you won't have any like terms to combine. So guess what? I'm literally going to just take this and write it down. If there's no like terms, then forget about it. Okay? Guess what, folks? I'm going to do a rewrite there. Now that you've distributed and combined on the left, you've distributed and combined on the right. Now your next step, you got it, folks. The next step is to do what we've been doing. And see in my notes how this line that divides the sides kind of opens up? Oh, perfect. Look at that. Guess what? Now that it opens up, now you can look at the entire equation, left side and right side, and then you're going to bring baby to mama. This is the idea of you gathering the variable terms, just like we've been doing, okay? So now I'm going to do baby to mama, and I'm looking, and I see 3D and negative 6D. So guess what? You got it. This is mama. See how big? And this is baby. See, kind of small. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you'll never have this much fun in math again, so get used to it. Just kidding. So guess what? I'm going to bring baby to mama. And in this case, I'm drawing pictures and being a little silly about it, but it's actually completely true. 3D is mama and negative 6D is baby. So I'm going to go ahead and erase the little ducky pictures and get about the math. All right. So to bring baby over to mama, baby's negative, so you better add it. That's all. If it's negative, you add it. If it's positive, you subtract it. That's it. No other second signs involved. So I'm going to add 6D to the right. I'm going to add 6D to the left because I'm bringing baby over here to mama. 6D plus 3D is 9D as in duck. And I'm going to copy. I'm going to copy. I'm going to copy, cancel, and I'm going to copy. And this plus sign is gone. It belongs with the thing behind the 12. All right. Well, you can tell me, I sure hope you can. You can definitely tell me the last step involved. Now, the last step involved is for you to solve whatever's left over, right? So in this case, ladies and gents, what do we have? We have a 2-step equation. And this should be like second nature. Okay? You should be able to solve these things as you run down the stairs. No, maybe not. Maybe that's an exaggeration. But you should be able to do these things in your sleep. Go to bed with a whiteboard and a marker. No, don't. Never mind. Just forget it. And then I'm going to bring down the 9D. And then I got the 12 minus 3, which is 9. And then I'm going to solve the last thing. And guess what? You got it, ladies and gents. You divide it and you have a final answer. In this case, D equals 1. Okay? That is the entire process. This over here will cover you for most every that I can think of. That'll cover you for most every multi-step equation with variables on both sides. Okay, that's it. Take the left, complete it. Take the right, complete it. Baby to mama and solve it. Okay, there you have it. So I'm going to leave this process up here. I am going to now, I guess I'm going to put up another. I think I'll put up another equation that I would like for you to solve. And I think you're going to find that this is not that complicated. All right. All right, great. Let's do another one.